Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I want to say thank you for coming in this video presentation. I hope you are always in good condition and we of our 5 group how to teach speaking. My name is Nurhatima as the first speaker and my friends are Hasna Sarman, Siti Sasnita Umar, Wahyuni Israwati. For a short period of time, let's start well as the opening material. Speaking is utterance, or utterance is a form of human oral communication. Based on a scientific combination of lesions and names taken from a large number of vocabularies. Every spoken word is composed of a phonetic combination of a small number of language.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Wahyuni, second speaker from group 5, and I will explain about the speaking problem. Number 1, pause. Pause means to stop sending messages. The speaker here is silent for a moment while thinking about the topic of conversation, usually across 5 to 10 seconds in the middle of a conversation. Number 2, fillers. Often the speaker fills the gap in speaking with a certain voice, for example with hum, and other. These sounds are called filler. Number 3, mental problem. No matter how good your conversation is, of course it will be very different when speaking in front of a crowd, because all eyes are on you. If it is not balanced with a strong mentality, speaking can be disturbed. Number 4, lack of ideas. Some say no matter how smart a person is, if he doesn't have something to tell about, he will definitely be silent. Have few ideas, tends to speak briefly or repeatedly. Number 5, mispronunciation. Mispronunciation occurs when the speaker mispronounces the correct vocabulary. This is based on the mastery of vocab. Number 6, grammatical error. In speaking, you can experience errors, especially in arranging sentences correctly. This cannot be separated from the grammar material being studied. Number 7, poor vocab. No doubt, vocabulary is the main foundation of speaking. The more vocabulary you master, the more flexible you will be in speaking. Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, I'm Israwati. I'm from group 5. The dear speaker will discuss about 9 techniques for teaching effective English speaking. Speaking is the process of constructing and sharing meaning through the use of verbal and non-verbal symbols in various contexts. Below are activities in class that can improve speaking skill. Number 1, discussion. After concept-based lesson, discussion can be applied for variety of reasons. Number 2, role play. Another way to improve student speaking skill is to play role-playing student, pretend that they are in various social contexts and have various social roles. Number 3, simulation. Simulations are very similar to role-playing games, but what makes simulation different from role plays in that they are more complicated. Number 4, information gap. In this activity, students must pair up. A student will have information that the other partner does not have and a partner will share. Number 5, brainstorming. On a certain topic, students can generate ideas in limited time. Number 6. Storytelling. Students may briefly summarize stories or stories they have heard from various people. Number 7. Interview. Students can conduct interviews on collected data with a variety of people. Number 8. Story completion. This teaching quiz is for class-wide retelling activity in which student is in a circle. Number 9. Reporting. Before coming to class, students are asked to read a newspaper or magazine and in class.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Sina Smuta Umar, Group 5, and I want to continue the material from my friends. Public speaking, or the ability to speak in public, is one of the important soft skills that must be possessed by everyone, including teachers. The ability is very important to be able to build close relationship, communicate will be clearly, and increase confidence when conveying idea. Every teacher must have public speaking skill. Considering that the teacher job is to teach, of course there are activities to find information there. If you do not have this ability, you will not be able to teach optimally, and the delivery of information in teacher is also difficult for students to understand. There are 7 tips to try public speaking for teacher, including the first, full mastery of the material. One of the things that make the nervous when speaking in public is not fully mastering the material and confused about what they talk about. Therefore, before starting to teach, the teacher must first optimize the mastery of the material. How can students understand the subject matter if the teacher who explains it also does not fully understand the material they explain? What teacher can do is emphasize the why or the aspect, what are the benefits that students get after learning what is taught by the teacher. The second, become a friends to student. Become a friends to student. To keep your communication with students from being too stiff and formal, you can get closer to them and become their best friend. This helps you know the need of student in the material, and you can also discuss each other in class later. Teachers who equate their position with student and not just doctrine will find it easier to deliver lesson. Teachers who are not too like to indoctrinate and never feel wrong will cause a gap between student and teacher. The third, keeping teacher mood alone. The equality of teaching can be influenced by the mood of the teacher himself. A good mood can create a bright expression and aurora that will a good atmosphere in the classroom. There are times when the teacher has business and problems outside of teaching. But while teaching, try to maintain a good atmosphere. The atmosphere and mood of a good teacher will make the teacher himself comfortable in teaching. A student will also get material optimal and maximally. Okay, the 5, use tool and technical preparation. After the preparation is done and has mastered the material to be taught, there is no things that can support the teacher in teaching. Preparing technical, namely by using tools. In teaching, teacher can use technology and conduct demonstration so that the class is more interesting and not monotonous. Teacher can try to preparing interesting story to make student interesting and enthusiastic about the material to be taught. The 5th, wear comfortable clothes. For teachers who wear uniforms, it would have been better because there was no need to talk for clothes anymore. Preparing uniform in the best condition for teachers who wear loose clothing, ensure comfortable clothing. Don't let uncomfortable clothes interfere with the teaching process. When so the clothes are comfortable, always pay attention to tidiness and style. The six, eye contact and how to talk. In teaching, make sure the teacher maintains eye contact with student. Avoid talk to the background and turning your back to the student. Eye contact will build a good relationship between student and teacher. With eye contact that the teacher gives to each students will feel that they are being spoken to and given attention by the teacher. Student will also pay more attention to the teacher and focus on the lessons. The seventh, creative and has humor. When the classroom atmosphere is a little boring, the teacher must be able to change strongly and change the classroom atmosphere. For example, by provide relevant humor or ice breaking to eliminate boredom among students. Teacher must be creative in delivering material, not only focusing on teaching in one direction. For example, making group discussion, making competition for group conduction, experiment, changing set, position, college student, discussion, field observation, and others. Okay, I think that's all and thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hasna Sarman. I am from Group 5 and the last speaker. And thank you very much. And I want to explain about how to train children to speak. That is for a try. There is 9 how to train children to speak. The first is read a book together. The second is using language. The third is start a chat. The fourth is sing together. The fifth is do not correct the child when speaking. The sixth is say the name of the object. The 16th is modify the child's speech. The H is let the child choose, and the last is play less on your phone. We finished for explanation for me, and that was the material from our group of 5. Hopefully our explanation can be understood, and we apologize if there are mistaken in our explanation. And thank you very much. Be patient for group 5.